Today, we shop, learn, work, and even socialize on the internet. Everything we do online provides our information to organizations that deliver these services to us. Our data is used in many ways to personalize our user experiences, improve service quality, or even implement targeted advertising campaigns. Further frequent data breaches and phishing attacks have unearthed unpleasant truths about how unmindful data sharing can hurt us. In some countries, data concerns have been addressed through legal frameworks such as the GDPR in Europe, but in India, such legal frameworks are still being developed. Moreover, although users want to protect their privacy, their actions don't reflect their intent. Jargon-filled privacy policies lead to cognitive overload for the user. Further, user behavior is subject to several biases. For example, the present bias, where users overvalue instant access to a service and undervalue long-term harms that can come from sharing personal information. Hence, the Center for Social and Behavior Change, Ashoka University and Busara Center for Behavioral Economics conducted behavioral experiments under a joint project called INTACT with two objectives. Number 1. Can users be nudged to be more mindful of their privacy choices? And number 2, can better privacy policies by organizations be a source of business advantage? Over 5,000 respondents in India were divided into groups that were shown a standard privacy policy and a nudge, except the control group that saw only the privacy policy and no nudge. These behavioral nudges included privacy rating meters and information labels providing an indication of the policy's quality, presentation nudges, summary fact sheet and usage case enhancing the policy's presentation, cool down period, where users are mandated to stay on the policy page for a fixed period, costly signal, nudges aimed at providing financial guarantees in case of data loss, messaging interventions including use of positive and negative descriptive norms, privacy signaling and anchoring, and granular consent nudges including blanket, opt-in and opt-out options. All groups were then asked to answer a survey. Their responses were compared to understand the impact of each nudge. We were measuring for 4 outcomes: time spent on the privacy policy, comprehension of the policy terms, willingness to share sensitive information ranging from slightly sensitive, like agreeing to have eaten non-vegetarian food, to highly sensitive, like agreeing to have committed adultery, willingness to share personal information about their political beliefs, financial habits, and health. Invasive or sensitive questions were not verifiable, while personal information required users to input text to share real information with us.
Key findings showed that better comprehension may not be the key to behavior change. In its current form, comprehension of standard privacy policy is low, which is clearly not surprising. But even when results showed a significant increase in time spent on the policy page, like in the case of positive norms, it did not cause an increase in user comprehension. Only the cool down period could impact this outcome significantly. Further, higher comprehension, wherever it was observed, may not be correlated with change in information sharing behavior. In treatments like the summary fact sheet, where comprehension has been nudged, willingness to share measures remain obstinate. A second point to note, it is indeed possible to nudge users' data sharing behavior. Data sharing can be increased by increasing trust. For example, the cool down period and higher star ratings. And it can be reduced by making privacy concerns salient by showing how data is being used in a more comprehensible manner, like in usage case or in blanket consent nudges.
In the behavioral literature, we find that there are many examples of defaults or preset courses of action being an effective nudge when there is uncertainty in decision making. In the case of privacy decision making as well, we find that defaults are pretty impactful. Around 64% of our respondents in India went for the default option when they could opt out of various data use cases. This means that giving more control does not necessarily lead to users exercising it and therefore has limited impact. So in our study, we also found that non-intrusive nudges like how a policy is presented or messaging does not impact user behavior. It is in fact the harder nudges which are integrated into the design like defaults and cooldown period, which seem to be more effective.
An overarching implication of our findings is that protecting the privacy interests of users can only be achieved by regulation. Individuals are less capable and businesses not so incentivized to put privacy first. Some nudges that have shown promise require design changes, like the cooldown period or use of better default settings. It is unlikely for the industry to formulate and adapt standards that could lead to business risk, like increasing friction in the user journey or cause less data collection.
Practices that increase trust and data sharing at an industry level would require a regulatory push. Operationalizing some of these nudges would require the development of a regulatory framework. For instance, enforcing star ratings would mean an increased cost for all players and could have a disproportionately higher impact on smaller players. We would need to further fine-tune these nudges that have shown promise and conduct live market tests to see how they perform.
A continued dialogue with service providers, businesses, and regulators is needed to adopt an integrated approach to include privacy and consent as part of the user experience. This project aims to create a better data privacy environment and improve the current data privacy policies in India.